Hello and welcome to Book in 5 Minutes. I'm Lindsay Milner. This week we are looking at a book called Small Talk and it's subtitled 10 ADHD Lies and How to Stop Believing Them. It's written by Richard and Roxanne Pink. I read one of their books and reviewed it a few weeks ago, months ago, probably more accurately, called Dirty Laundry. This book follows a similar format in that each chapter is written by Rox, who first of all has ADHD, and she describes what's going on from her perspective. And then the second half of the chapter is written by Rich, who lives with Rox. I think they're actually married now because they're using the same name. So in a long-term relationship, and he describes it from his perspective of living with someone with ADHD. As I say, the format of the two books is very similar. The focus is slightly different. The first one, Dirty Laundry, was about the shame that people with ADHD feel, and it describes the impact that has on their lives and how things can go wrong. This one focuses more on those self-beliefs, the sort of things that people with ADHD tell themselves. It's because I'm lazy, it's because I'm stupid, or nobody likes me, or I quit everything that I start, I never get anything finished. And again, as I say, Roxanne describes it from her perspective of how those beliefs have affected her and her life. And she then goes on to talk about how she's learned to deal with those and to stop believing those lies and to start reframing what's happening with her in a much more positive light. And the second part of the chapter talks about it from Rich's point of view and how he can support and help her to not have those beliefs. They've been working in the ADHD field for quite some time now on social media, so it's not just a personal perspective, it's borne out by sort of the research that they've done, the people that they've spoken to, their audience, other people who have ADHD and how it's affected them. So I found this second book probably resonated even more with me than the first one. I found it really emotional at times. There were things in there that obviously I've been telling myself for many, many years, and whilst logically you can know that they're not true, I think if you feel it's not as easy as you think to just stop believing it. So there are some sort of practical things you can do in the book, but I think more it's a sort of explanation. Would I recommend this book? Absolutely. I would recommend it if you are struggling with ADHD, if you think you might have it but you're not sure, undiagnosed, then I think it probably is worth a read to explore what's going on. If you live with someone who may or definitely has ADHD, then I think this is even more valuable for you to read. If you want to know how you can support your loved one with their ADHD needs, because they're often quite specific needs, a bit different to what everybody else wants and needs, then I think to develop your understanding of what they are going through, then I think this book is so useful, and I would absolutely recommend it. I really like the relationship between these two. I know we're only seeing the social media version of their relationship, but what I like is that Rich offers her some support in a and he does his best to offer unconditional love, and I think he seems to do a really good job of being there for her, even though it's difficult at times, because heaven knows ADHD people are not always the easiest people to deal with. But I just think that their relationship, I think that really comes through in the way that they've written this book. It is worth reading both of them, but if you're going to choose one, I probably would go for Small Talk over Dirty Laundry. I do love them both, and I do think that they're both really, really helpful to people either struggling with ADHD or struggling with a loved one who has ADHD. So that's this week's book. It is called Small Talk, 10 ADHD Lies and How to Stop Believing Them, and it is written by Roxanne and Richard Pink. Have you read it? What do you think? I'd love to see your comments. Don't forget to give this video a like, and if you want more content like this, then please do subscribe to the channel. I am Lindsay Milner, and I will see you next time. Bye!